Hello, I'm Marguerite. I'd invite you to read my website and to get a better understanding of how I work or I'm likely to work with you as your family lawyer. Essentially, what I can tell you is that I see my main role as listening to you, trying to help you develop an understanding of what the steps are that you need to take to reach the agreements that you want. And I'm also here and very much open to listening to you to discuss whether or not a separation is in fact what you want, to be able to put you in touch with psychologists, child psychologists, or other professionals you might look to for support in making that decision. I work closely with a number of psychologists and child psychologists, and the way that I work with the psychologists is, with your permission, to work together so that we both have an understanding of what decisions you're making, what support you need to make those decisions, and so that we're actually working as a team rather than perhaps working separately or in a different way, which can sometimes happen if there's no communication between the lawyer and the psychologist. What I know from the feedback that I've had from clients that I've been working with now for many years is that the difference between how they feel emotionally when they've reached agreements in a collaboration as opposed to having just worked with a lawyer in some kind of negotiation between lawyers or at the court is that it can quite often be transformative. If it's not transformative, it can at least give a client the experience of having felt supported and understood. And the difference between collaboration and litigation in that sense is that in litigation, maybe it's not that nobody cares about what's happening for you emotionally, but they can't afford to care because the system doesn't embrace that skill amongst the lawyers. And the purpose of the lawyer's job in litigation and adversarial negotiation is to win for you. And my job as a collaborative lawyer, and the job of everybody on the team, and we're all in great agreement about this, is to make sure that you as a person are okay. One of the things that I've learnt in working collaboratively with financial planners is the incredible value that they add. Sometimes people think that they don't need a financial planner because they don't have enough money, or if they do need a financial planner, they'll consult with that person at the end of their case. But the value of working with a financial planner in collaboration, or perhaps sometimes just with me, not necessarily in a formal collaboration, is to get a much better understanding of your own budgets, your children's budgets, what expenses there are going to need to be covered by you and by your spouse for your children, and to get an understanding of how you might divide your assets in a way that's going to be best for everybody's financial future. That might be about the financial planner helping you to understand how to minimise tax, how to take taxation advantage of your division of assets, how to look at superannuation in the way that's going to work best for you, and to do the kind of long-term planning about superannuation that you might not have the opportunity to do if you weren't working alongside the financial planner. I regard what I've learnt in working with financial planners as one of the light bulb or transformative moments in my practice since I left working in litigation and adversarial negotiation, and that's why I always team with them for the best interests of my clients.